What's up guys, Meredith with ExtremeTerrain.com, and today we're checking out the Red Rock center console lock box fitting all 2005 through 2015 Toyota Tacomas. Now if you are nervous about leaving your valuables inside your center console and wish you had a bit more security to make sure your items stayed safe, this lock box will be the trick. Now this will be an easy solution to tough protection, taking minutes to install with no drilling or modification like others may require, and it will be customizable, so you and only you, or whoever you trust, with the code will be able to access it. This will feature a full console design that will take up the entire space in your center console, allowing you all the space that you previously had inside just in lockable form. Now that's great if you have anything valuable or keep something like a firearm in your vehicle that you want to keep secure and out of reach while you're driving and while you're not in the vehicle. Now like I said, this will also have a customizable combination lock on the lid, so you're not going to have to keep track of any keys, which in my opinion is a great bonus, and you can set it to whatever 3-digit combo that you'd like. Now my favorite feature about this is that this is an actual box, not just a window, so you can't really get it out. And even if the extreme happened and someone somehow took your entire center console, there's really no way to get in here without this 3-digit code, which is something that should give you some peace of mind after installing this. Now this is going to be way more durable than your factory plastics that can easily be broken into, made of a laser cut steel construction that will fit right down into your center console, specifically made for the second gen Tacoma. Now it also has a textured black finish, kind of like a wrinkle coating to it, so that's going to add a heavy duty appearance and protect the steel from any surface damage or rusting, even though it's really not subjected to the weather. This will also include all of the hardware in the kit and is going to use the existing mounting points to secure at the bottom of the box, making it even more structurally sound and not requiring you to drill into your console in order to install it. This is about $175, and you're definitely getting what you pay for with this kit. Stacked up against the rest of the security options in the category, this is one of the only center console options if you're specifically looking to add security to an existing storage compartment. And again, this is going to be a super easy one to install and use, and is going to be a full box instead of just a window. Now, interior security tends to have a wide range of solutions, but I think this one stands out in the fact that it's durable, it's very secure, and it's not going to require you any headache to get into place, making it a great choice for your truck. Install will be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and should only take you about 20 minutes to get this into place and get the code set. Now all you'll need as far as tools is a Phillips head and flathead screwdriver, a 10mm socket, and a ratchet with an extension. Now speaking of the install, one of our customers here has put this in their Tacoma and is going to walk you through what that process looks like. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
Hi everyone, so today we're going to be installing this locking center console box on a 2015 Tacoma. First step is pretty easy. You open the center console and there are 5 Phillips head screws on the inside here holding this cover in place. So you're just going to want to use a Phillips head screwdriver, get those loosened up. Hold the lid open with your arm while working on those lower ones. Obviously you don't want to lose the screws. Cup holder makes a convenient place to put them, but you can also have a magnetic tray on hand. Alright, last one is a little bit tight. Just fair warning. They aren't too difficult just to loosen by hand, or if you've got a much shorter Phillips head screwdriver, that would be convenient. So this cover comes off. So after you got the cover off, there's an additional 4 Phillips head screws in here holding this hinge assembly to the lid. Again, not too difficult to remove, just a little tight depending on how wide your shoulders are. If you have either a precision screwdriver or
something that's a little shorter or a right angle attachment for a screwdriver, that would probably come in handy here. Alright, so you've got those removed. You can take the lid off and set it aside. Once you've got the lid off, there are two covers here hiding the screws that hold the hinge in place. So a flathead screwdriver will help you just pop those off. It can be a little difficult to get out from under the hinge. And there's an additional 4 Phillips head screws in there that you'll need to remove in order to get that hinge out of there. Okay. As with the others, at least on my truck, these aren't proving too difficult to remove, so just a hand tool should be fine. I'm going to set those back here along with the hinge just to keep them out of the way. Next, you're going to want to pull up the felt cover on the bottom here, if your truck has that. And there are 2 10mm bolts under there. So you'll want to get in there. If you've got a ratchet with an extension, that'll work, or mine are loose enough that I can just remove them with a hand screwdriver with a 10mm socket. Once you've got them started, you can just pull them out by hand. Alright, with all that removed, it's time to put in the new lockbox. So yours should come with 000 already on the combination. So just turn it clockwise so that this will pop up. Remove the cover from the bottom. Okay. And then drop that in there, making sure that it lines up with those 2 holes on the bottom, which it's a pretty tight fit on mine, so that shouldn't be a problem. It's nice and snug. You take the 2 longer bolts that came with the package, and there should be a washer with each one as well. Drop those in there. You may need to shift the plastic housing of the console around a little bit just to make sure that, just to get it lined up so that it's easy to get these started. This one closer to the passenger side is a little more difficult to get started because it's so close to that side wall. But if you get in there with your socket screwdriver, you should be able to get that in there nice and secure. Alright, so that's all done. And now it's time to reassemble everything. I'll show you how to set the combo on that in a minute. So now, put this back on here. We should have our 4 hinge assembly screws. And there's some little tabs on this. It's probably a little hard to see in the video, but they make it pretty easy to get this thing lined up correctly. So put that in there. Okay, now that's in place. Take your 2 covers that you removed earlier. Yet again, they can be a little tricky to get in there. I would put the back tab in first and then slide it over this line and then pop it in. And then the one that sloped more like a ramp goes here on the back. Again, same thing. Get that inside tab in first, and then it should be pretty easy to line it up and get it in there. Alright, and now we're gonna put our door back on. So you've got the button here that goes towards the driver's side. Okay, you may need to push the hinge in just a little bit in order to get this back in place. And remember, you had 4 slightly larger screws like this. So go ahead and get one of those started. I recommend starting with this top left one because, again, it can be a little bit of a tight fit. Getting in there with a screwdriver between the console lid and your seat. All right, and last step, get this cover back in place. You should still have all of your little screws from that. Again, you'll need to hold the lid to get that bottom screw in. And best for last. All right, shuts easily, pops back open. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to set the combination to something other than the factory. So go ahead and turn to 000, which should be what it came set with. Turn that clockwise, open it up. With it open, you'll notice there's a little hole here, and there should be an included pin in your package. Press in, you'll feel just a little button press. Go ahead and set to whatever combination you want. Okay. Turn it, lock it. Go ahead and randomize it just to make sure. And with that, you're done. Double check your combination. All right. And now to put the foam pad back in, you'll notice one side of the notch is slightly longer than the other. Go ahead and put that short side towards the front of your truck, just so it fits in there, sits over top of those exposed bolts. Now, you've got a lockbox in your truck.
So that is going to wrap it up for my review and the install of the Red Rock center console lockbox fitting all 2005 through 2015 Toyota Tacomas, and you can find this right here at extremeterrain.com.